she was very experienced. Definitely. This was not her first rodeo with talking to a girl. So I was excited to get back to campus, not to see him, but to see her. What's good, YouTube fam? It's your girl Chyna Ahu Party. Look, I want to talk about when I realized that I like girls, man. I'm a late bloomer. I'm gonna be real with you. It may look like I've been doing this for a long time, which I kind of have, but not as long as you would think. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people say it's not something that just happens or whatever. People say that you're born that way, being interested in a certain gender or whatnot. I can't necessarily say I was born this way. I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I was attracted to boys. I had my little boyfriends in kindergarten, first grade. Where's my honey? That's what my ex-boyfriend, my little boyfriend, RJ, I remember his name. It was like, where's my honey? I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Middle school, still attracted to boys. High school, attracted to boys. Even went on my first date with a boy in high school. We went to the carnival. It was so cute. I really had a crush on him. A true and genuine attraction. I remember in high school, right? This was like my first time actually seeing a girl, and I was like, damn, she's pretty. I was a tutor. Yes, I'm a nerd. Okay. I was tutoring this girl, and she was real pretty. She was flirtatious, though. Very flirtatious in a way. And one thing about me, I've always looked like a tomboy when I was a kid, high school, played basketball. I was always very muscular, very toned, like I am to this day. So a lot of people assumed that I was into women, into girls at that time. I realized she would flirt with me, and one other girl in my high school was kind of flirtatious, and she was open already at that age. You know what I'm saying? So when they flirted with me, it was like, they're cute. They're pretty. What if, But I never acted on it. Now, that all happened in my senior year of high school. So the first time a curiosity really struck with me talking to girls. Now, moving on to college. Before I got to college, we were talking in group chats. Like basically people who were in my class, we would kind of talk on Twitter, Facebook, and like little hashtags so we could meet each other before we got to campus. Now, there was one girl that kept talking to me a lot, and she was in the band, all right? And I like the band. They real cool, man. Shout out to the Langston band. Now, she was really cute, you know what I'm saying? And flirtatious as well. I think she assumed that I was into girls, So I entertained it. I really did. And when we finally got to campus, finally met her in person, and I actually had a crush on the girl. She was really cute, very funny. When somebody has a sense of humor, you find that very attractive. So talking to her on Twitter prior and then seeing her in person, getting to know her personality, I'm like, I have a crush on a girl. And it's just like, it's not really my thing though. You know what I'm saying? This is literally how I was thinking, y'all. Freshman year, I'm like, but I don't like girls. But for some reason, she's attractive to me, So I still haven't really realized at this point that I actually like girls. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, whatever. My freshman year, I dated guys. Chatting it up with the athletes, football players was what I was drawn to. And I think football players were drawn to me a little bit too. They want to have a little fun too. So I don't think too much into that. But basically talk to them, a couple of them, not all of them. It sound like I was really talking to a lot of them. No. But talking to different guys on campus. If it wasn't a football player, it was probably somebody low key. I was into guys that were very low key, kind of quiet, but very handsome. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. I was into dudes. Dated this one white guy. Yeah, I'm sure you guys think I date white guys, white people only. But no, I mean, I went on a date with one white guy. He was a country boy, and he was just a little too much for me. I couldn't do it. The other guys I talked to, black guys, mixed guys, we would just kick it at their dorm. You know what I'm saying? Just hang out, play video games, because I was a tomboy, or play basketball in the gym. That's the type of stuff we did. And that was fun too, y'all. So, but that just kind of gives you guys an idea of how I was dating around a little bit in my freshman year. I might have kind of chatted with different people, different guys, kind of dated, talked so much because I wasn't allowed to do it in high school, middle school, So 18 years old, ready to get to know guys. And I was very serious and very intentional. that's why I was kind of bouncing around from different guys and then kind of realized, okay, he's here to play games, moving on. You know what I'm saying? So that was me my freshman year. And the girl in the band, we would chat every now and then, still kind of found her attractive. And one day, I think later on in my freshman year, I admitted to her, hey, I have a crush on you. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have a crush on any other woman in my freshman year on campus, nothing like that. It was just her because of her personality, our conversations, and the vibe she gave me. That's what made me kind of admit that to her. And then she was like, oh, I'm flattered. I was like, what? So after that, I was like, fuck it. She doesn't like me. You know what I'm saying? So I just, kept dating guys. I wasn't thinking too much of it. I didn't dwell on it or anything. And then my sophomore year comes around, still talking to guys, and I actually got my first boyfriend in my sophomore year. He played basketball. He was a hooper, tall, real cool, real quiet. Just trying to give you guys a little visual. But black guy, I'm telling you right now, I don't discriminate. So I ended up dating him seriously. And what we did, we hung out, played video games, played basketball, got active, you know what I'm saying? Now, I will say he did not break my virginity, okay? I actually had one guy in my freshman year, and that's another story, you know what I'm saying? But that guy, he wasn't serious by any means. It was just like a mutual agreement. I was so detached from getting physical. For some reason, I'd never been attached to somebody more because of physical activity. So one person I was with freshman year, that's it. He was my second guy, my boyfriend, my sophomore year. He was my second guy. And basically we got active. You know what I'm saying? That's all we did. In college, got active, played video games, played basketball, had fun. But over time, he just, like, a lot of things I was seeing with him, it just kind of became red flags for me. It felt like he just wasn't the one for me. Winter break came around, right? We didn't live in the same state. He lived in Oklahoma, where my school was located, and I lived in Dallas, Texas. So that gave us the opportunity to talk over the phone and get to know each other a little bit more because, like I said, we were always occupied with video games, basketball, physical activity, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk much when we were on campus, though. And I didn't realize that until we had the space and could only talk on the phone. And I realized, okay, it's not there for me. I'm not connecting with him. And I just felt like it wasn't going to go far. And during that winter break, there was another girl that came along. I don't know how I found her, what made me kind of be drawn to her. She was also in the band. For some reason, I like the band girls sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we started talking. Now, she was very straightforward, that she found me attractive and telling me some things. And I'm sorry, yes, I'm admitting I was in a relationship at this time with my ex-boyfriend, and she was also texting me and everything on Snapchat. We were having some very explicit conversations, and that's nothing I'm proud about. I'll be honest. I'm 19 years old, sophomore year. We had a lot of conversations that shouldn't have been had, but she was very experienced. Definitely. This was not her first rodeo with talking to a girl. So I was excited to get back to campus, not to see him, but to see her. And this is when I started thinking, okay, I think I might be into girls. I want to try it out. I want to see. I like the way she speaks. I like how she connects with me, like our conversations. That's really all we had, you know what I'm saying? And then my boyfriend at the time, during that break, we couldn't really converse. There was nothing said that was important. No deep conversation. Nothing. So get back to campus. My ex-boyfriend, he was already back on campus. I was actually staying with him because I didn't have my dorm situation set up at the time. I think every semester we had to make sure we could check in and everything. It was weird. So for some reason I was staying with him, but band girl was also on campus. Okay, so I ended up going over to see her and talk with her for the first time in person. And we did have a little kiss, a peck. I gave her a little peck on the lips. That was it. But still, that was cheating for sure. There's no excuse for that at all. But 19-year-old girl. I was still trying to figure things out, Um, ended up going back, staying with my ex-boyfriend, and he actually woke me up in the middle of the night, late, I think early morning. He woke me up, and I'm just like, what? And I see my phone in his hand, and he's like, we gotta talk. I was like, oh shit. I woke up so fast, like I got so alert, y'all, and basically I had to break it to him that I wasn't feeling the relationship anymore. I broke down, I cried, I really did, because I knew I was wrong to have gone that far with the girl, having those conversations. He read everything, okay? For some reason, I wanted to save the conversations and reminisce on them. He read everything, and then I came clean about what I did with her, the kiss on the lips. And I was breaking down, and he was just like understanding. He was like, we can work it out. And I was just like, okay, we can try. We can try to work it out. Again, I wasn't sure if I liked girls at this time. I just had a curiosity, and I kind of wanted to act on it, and he was still willing to work it out. So basically, a few days later, maybe a week later, I break it to him, and I tell him straight up, hey, we got to break up. Because I still had that curiosity. I still wanted to talk to the girl. I didn't want to stop. There was a strong desire for me to get to know the girl and see where things could have went. Because like I said, conversations were good to me. And yeah, there was some things I wanted to try out. Okay, curiosities. Okay. So I did break up with him. Now, when I did that, he did ask me if he could watch. That I'm not even surprised. I guess that's a guy. You know what I'm saying? Guys are physical beings. I was like, hell no. But that was pretty much the end of that. So I finally explored with old girl, and honestly, it was boo boo. It was like, oh no, and for certain reasons, you guys, I will say my first time with a girl was not good. But basically after that, I just got back up and tried again. Okay, like different girls, you know what I'm saying, were very interested in me. I had like a STEM type of vibe. I would say STEM, which is like a masculine girl with the feminine type of mix. I always looked like that in my sophomore years, freshman years. So a lot of girls would assume that I was into girls. So more and more girls every now and then would kind of come out to me and say that they had a crush on me, or send a messenger that they had a crush on me. So that's when I kind of started exploring more. I think I had my first official thing with another girl my sophomore year later that year. And that's when I realized, okay, I like girls. Now, I'm not saying that I completely stopped talking to guys and finding attraction to guys. No, it wasn't like that. But I officially realized I like girls my sophomore year of college. But even when it came to physical activity, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that to girls. You know what I'm saying? Like actually go down there and do that type of stuff. I'm gonna be real with you, because it was not something that I was really too fond of. You know what I'm saying? But over time, having more relations with the girls and stuff, it was just like, damn, I love this shit. So I don't know. Over time, I just started dating girls, and now years later, I'm engaged to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really found an attraction to guys since like the age of 21, 22 years old, somewhere up in there. It was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I just don't see. And I had a stronger attraction to women. It was like everything from physical, and men, like I said, I found them physically attractive, but women, physical beauty, the mental connection, the emotional connection, everything was just stronger for me with women. So it just made me feel like, okay, I love women. Men, it was just like, I never really connected with them emotionally or mentally. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like my attraction to men, honestly, has been gone ever since I had that realization. So, yeah, man, that's my real story, y'all. I know some people feel weird about talking about, like, people that look like me would feel weird about talking about the fact that they dated guys in the past. Don't feel weird about that. No regrets here. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys think about it? Drop a comment down below if you have something similar. If you think this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And guys, don't be coming down here trying to change my mind. Okay? I know some guys be doing some shit like that sometimes. I be getting messages. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. And until next time, I'm Chyna. Ahoo Party. I'm out.